Imagine drinking a glass of water every day, believing it's safe, only to discover decades later that it's been slowly poisoning you. Not just you, but your family, your neighbors, your entire community. This isn't science fiction. This is the story of C8 GenX, and a class of chemicals now infamous as PFAS, also known as forever chemicals. And the terrifying part? They're inside all of us. It started with a farmer named Earl Tennant in Parkersburg, West Virginia. His cows were dying, dropping dead with grotesque deformities. Desperate for answers, Earl reached out to attorney Rob Bilott, who was stunned to find himself in a legal and scientific rabbit hole that would span decades. He discovered that DuPont, one of the largest chemical companies in the world, had been dumping a mysterious substance called C8 into local landfills and rivers for years. The cows weren't crazy. The water was toxic. Digging through 60,000 internal DuPont documents, Rob unearthed a chilling history. Since 1961, the same year Teflon cookware hit American kitchens, DuPont scientists had known that C8, a man-made chemical, enlarged rat livers and killed animals in high doses. Worse, it mimicked fatty acids, bonded to proteins, and could infiltrate every organ in the body. And like Teflon, it wouldn't break down. Not in your body, not in water, not for centuries. DuPont didn't warn the public. Instead, they kept making and using C8, dumping nearly 10 tons of it into the Ohio River every year. Blood tests of their own workers showed contamination levels 1,000 times higher than average Americans. But even that wasn't enough to make them stop. They calculated a safe drinking water limit based not on public health, but on what could barely be detected, 1 part per billion. Yet the water near Earl's farm tested at 1,600 parts per billion. And Earl's cows weren't the only victims. The people of Parkersburg were drinking this contaminated water for decades, unknowingly building up C8 in their bloodstreams. In 2005, Rob Bilott filed a class action lawsuit on behalf of 70,000 residents. A 7-year medical study followed, revealing probable links between C8 and 6 major diseases, including kidney and testicular cancer. Meanwhile, DuPont spun off its Teflon business into a new company, Chemours, and introduced a new chemical, GenX. It was supposed to be safer, but studies showed GenX caused the same cancers in rats. And because it's more mobile in water, it might contaminate even larger areas than C8 ever did. These chemicals, C8, GenX, PFOS, PFHXS, are part of the larger PFAS family. There are over 14,000 of them, used in everything from waterproof mascara to microwave popcorn bags. They're in firefighting foams, carpets, food wrappers, dental floss, even your smartphone screen. And because their carbon-fluorine bonds are nearly unbreakable, they've spread everywhere. From American suburbs to the Arctic, PFAS are now in the blood of 98% of the global population. The danger lies in their invisibility and persistence. You can't see them, taste them, or smell them, but they build up in your body over time. The national academies say that just 2 parts per billion in your blood may pose health risks. Many people, like Veritasium's Derek Muller, discover they have 17 or more than double the US average. And pregnant women, infants, and firefighters are especially vulnerable. What's worse, PFAS are now raining from the sky. Scientists call it planetary saturation. Even rainfall in the Tibetan Plateau contains unsafe levels of PFAS. That's how far this contamination has reached. And yet, it wasn't until 2024 that the US EPA finally set legal limits, 4 parts per trillion for PFOA and PFOS. Not billion, trillion. That's 1 drop in 5 Olympic-sized swimming pools. So what can you do? If you live near a factory, military base, or airport, or if your water provider doesn't test for PFAS, get a certified filter. Reverse osmosis and activated carbon can help. Donate blood frequently, especially if you're a firefighter. As studies show, this can reduce PFAS levels. And most importantly, push for regulations that target polluters, not consumers, because the responsibility shouldn't fall on you to fix a problem corporations created. PFAS might be essential in spacesuits, medical implants, and electronics, but do we really need them in lipstick or hamburger wrappers? Countries are beginning to ban non-essential PFAS uses, but the process is slow. Still, there's hope. Scientists are developing new filters, destruction mechanisms, and safer alternatives. The public is waking up. And as with asbestos, freon, and leaded gasoline, change starts with awareness. You deserve to know what's in your water and in your blood, because the truth about PFAS isn't just about chemistry. It's about accountability. It's about trust. And it's about time we do